welcome to DevCast number 15. My name is Bardaki, and we're currently looking at the Unwanted War. The past 2 weeks, unfortunately there wasn't a DevCast last week. Last 2 weeks have been mostly work in the background, though there was one visual feature added that I'm very happy with, though it is somewhat tricky to describe. Essentially, if I unpause the game, you can see all these beautiful units walking. And I have a perk here. This is indeed my first game working. Yeah. Which does spawn in gas clouds. Yeah, so essentially it's an AoE damage type with a bit of audio in background, and oh no, it hit one of them. Okay. So these units walking through take a bit of damage, but it's not an immediate thing. But once they walk through more, you can see they have taken damage. One of them has fallen, and because I can, that's gonna hit more over there. Yeah. So there will be other types of this. I haven't implemented them yet, but having the audio effect in there with the damage over time, it's not a precise circle, so to say. So there is a bit of leeway, but it's more meant as an aerial of denial weapon rather than actually just going through it. So that's the big visual thing this week. The other visual thing is currently in testing, so it won't look nearly as pretty. And for that, I need to switch on over to a different scene. I'm just ignoring all the errors down here for now. That's the benefit of showcasing stuff. And as you could tell, I'm starting into a formations scene. I've been working on formations to integrate vehicles and infantry in one unified formation. Meaning, depending what formation it is, vehicles and infantry are placed differently. So this is the test scene for that, the red being a vehicle and the white dot being the infantry. And there are different positions for each formation where the vehicles are. So in this case, the vehicles are in the center of the ring formation, of the circle formation, with the infantry on the outside, making use of longer range weaponry for the vehicles. But it can also be turned inside out so that you have essentially a wagon ring, a wagon fort of vehicles on the outside and infantry on the inside. I can already tell you, it currently doesn't work with everything. It is still in the works, so basically only this use case is viable. But that should change until next week. Most of these should be implemented until then, because that's just something that changes from doctrine. In Napoleonic era, you would have dragged the cannons behind the infantry, and in the modern era, you kind of put out vehicles before the infantry. Or in Second World War, that was the case as well, where you had the tanks in front and the infantry in the back. That's the reason why I'm working on this in this kind of manner, just to somewhat showcase these differences in doctrine over time. But that is unfortunately basically everything visual to show for the moment. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.